Okay, spawning in.
All right. I think it's 15 miles.
Okay.
Fuels are measured for the same time.
Nice.
I'm in a pit.
Yeah, I'm in and flying.
Yep. See you.
Oh, it's a cool skin you have, AX.
Oh yeah, this red side
Which
red.
skin is it? What is this called?
Aggressors. It's a Russian star.
Oh, Sandman skin is cool too.
No, yeah. I can't take credit for that though.
So right now I stay at the same level as you, just looking at your speed. You should be about
so you're
530.
faster than me right now, yeah. Well, I'm about 510, 520 now.
Yeah. I'm a little slower, like 100 knots. That's the reason why I go 2-circle, that 100 knots. Right? But you pull a little bit more because you're moving to the back side of my canopy, and I'm using those 100 knots now. Oh, fucking clouds.
And of course I lost sight right away.
Still
there you are.
Now I see you going down with your nose for speed. And while you do that, I stay above and try to maintain angles while trying to keep a good corner velocity. Because at one point you will come back up, if not I come down. Right?
Yeah, and you can use it against me. I pulled a little, probably too much in the first turn there and got a little too slow.
Yeah. I let you pull first though. So I'm slicing inside of you. That means I'm gaining speed. And that extra speed I will convert to your high 6, obviously, right? Because that's the place I want to be. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, so do I just keep my rate plan going here, or do I counter high with you?
You have to evaluate now angular position and energy deficit. And speed and altitude. Total energy, right? So, right now you're below me, right? So if you want to come up, you need a little bit more juice. And every time you try to come up and you put your nose down, I press a little more, like now. Every time I see your nose going down a little bit, I press a tiny little bit more for a little bit more angles. Now you're neutral though, because same altitude, almost same speed, and not really big angular difference. Minute, right?
Sorry, I'm not talking because I'm concentrating. I am in VR, so my neck is craned.
No problem. So I'm watching my G's right now. I'm not getting distracted by the angular pressure or the angular position of yours. I'm watching my speed and my G's. Because I want to have the best load or rate. Which I don't actually, I'm a little under.
So what are you using, around 400 kind of plus or minus?
The ideal would be 7.5 Gs, but I'm like at 6.5 Gs right now, so I'm a little too slow. That's why I'm a little buying back. Here we go.
But 7.5 Gs doesn't work higher up, right?
No, it doesn't. So if you do nothing, nothing will happen because you are in the same jet, right?
Yeah. I am a little bit behind your 3.9, I think. But I'm trapped in lag.
Yeah, that doesn't bother right now.
So I see what you're doing. You're going a little vertical.
Now you're coming down. See? You're coming down and I go much more inside now. It will neutralize again. So there's no... Until the point one of us is pulling a little too much because he sees an opportunity which wasn't one. Yeah, so far so good. Let's change it up. See how gravity sucks you in?
Yeah.
I think you did the vertical entry a little bit too early, Sam.
Yeah. He does the right thing. He has to go up because he has to use that extra energy for. Let's see how he does the rollers.
I always get my butt kicked in these because one of the things is the offset gun on the F-16 throws me off when I try to take snapshots.
Oh, you did good. Nothing wrong about that. Back into 2 circles.
And here I'm trapped in lag again.
That's pure, that's not lag.
I'm looking quite a bit up at you from my, well, you're well above my HUD.
Yeah, that's pure. It just means you have a little angle advantage, but it's not lag. You're still staying pure. Alright. Ah, fucking hell, I didn't watch my fuel.
Oh, yeah, I'm out too.
Yeah, me too. Just about to shoot and out of gas.
That happens to me every time. Isn't it so frustrating when you're just about to put the little dot on them and all you hear is pew!
But we have to do it again then.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, coming back to the discussion before. I mean, you're doing pretty well. I don't know what the problem is though. Maybe if you're behind
I cannot seem to. Yeah, sorry. That's what ends up happening. Is I was offensive, kind of roughly behind your 3.9 for much of that fight, but I was never able to close. You know what I mean? Couldn't close it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Ah. Okay. I think I get it. I'm trying to understand your mind, so like how you're processing and where the problem is.
Can't see you. Where are you?
Right side, right side.
Yeah, I screwed up that merge.
Oh shit, you didn't even lock me. That's too bad.
I got you.
I'm watching what kind of entry you're picking. Oh, that's a very tempting. That's a very patient entry.
In a good or bad way?
In a good way. You take your time here. So you're a leg pursuit guy, and I have to be careful how much leg I give you and where do you enter.
A little bit tempted, but I didn't have it.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to commit you so I can run out quickly, like now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Trying to tempt me into it.
Yeah. So I have a window to neutralize. Working for the window and then trying to use the window. You moving to the other side forces me to go 1 second. beautiful flying, dude.
I don't like to go one circle, especially in the Viper.
Nice. So far, absolute correct, like in everything, right?
Yeah, so that's why I don't understand why I'm still getting my butt kicked in the Viper.
Are you fighting other jets in the Viper? Because the
Yeah,
Viper's just trashed.
guys like Iceman Fred, it's always very neutral, but he always ends up getting it in the end.
So
He makes everything pretty perfect. I mean, there's nothing to bitch about. But that I don't understand. Okay, that move.
Flight path overshoot, so I high yo-yoed to get back onto your flight path.
Yeah, that gave me a re-entry.
Well, I have heard that the high yo-yo's gone out of favor with the USAF anyway because of it works better against lower thrust to weight ratio jets.
I think it's just more about timing. You know, you got to time the creation of turning room such that you can use it, not your opponent.
Okay. So I'm a little low on energy. I'm not gonna follow you. I'm just gonna unload a little bit and try to get it back. That's better. That's more comfortable. Now you look like you're pulling and getting a little slow there, are you? Or am I misjudging?
Don't know.
Well, judging that is half the battle, right?
It is.
So you did dump your nose, so either you're trying to keep the ruse going or you were slow. Got a plane on me.
Here comes the shot opportunity.
Oh, and I just killed myself. Ah, damn it. Damn it.
I would say you did the fucking perfect fight and the worst engagement. Like, what you did was just perfect. To the point where you tried to engage me like that. Right?
Well, didn't play out well in the end for me.
Yeah. And that is just, I think, BFM-wise, you do it so nicely, so correctly, so proficient, so educated and experienced. Maybe what's getting you versus others is like the temptations and the tricks and the psychological decision points. Like, should I or should I not? Maybe that's what's getting you. Can that be?
Yeah, well, I'm starting to think maybe I'm being too timid in the Viper and not taking shot opportunities because I'm afraid to lose my energy and get slow.
I flew with you in a equilibrium right now. Just fly with you and see what's happening, what you're doing, and how you're doing it.
Were you actually trying though?
What?
Were you actually trying?
No, I was flying with you in an equilibrium, like in a let's see what's happening, how you react, what his stick discipline is, what your processing is, and it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, right?
Well, that's good to hear.
So, but in a way, I think what you're also saying, in a way, it's like maybe you're too passive rather than aggressive in a more dynamic way, maybe.
Too timid, yeah.
Yeah. So you're not getting anywhere with it. You're safe, but you're not getting anywhere unless you make a big mistake or he doesn't make a big.
And that does tend to be how the fights end. Is like I'll sit there like we did for the most of that fight, but behind the 3-9 line of the bandit, but never winning the fight, and then we go that way until we run out of gas. You know.
Captain, can I do one more with him?
Go for it.
Okay. Then you guys go per runs.
Okay, I'm in.
You know the performance envelope of the jet? You hold it right there, even very nicely. Extremely nicely, actually. You know the patience game, you know the outcome. That's all working. So what's not working? That's to find out.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too. And it gets frustrating at times, you know, to be like, feel like you're flying better BFM than the other guy, and you're still losing or stalemating.
Yeah, tell me about that feeling.
Yeah, well, I saw your video against Maxin, so I can understand that. You gave me a metric shit ton of turning room on that merge, though.
I know. But the equation doesn't end here, right?
Nope, because I messed up there getting too slow in that turn, so I'm going to unload here, try to get some knots back. But
in other words, I made you commit to punish you for it.
Yeah, you sure did.
But it's all equal still, though. All neutral.
You got more energy than me right now, though.
Nothing big happened. So right now I'm not trying to come up. I'm trying to stay horizontally and let you dive into it. Right? Keep my corner velocity. Either you go for my leg entry 6 or you dive onto my nose. Let's see what he does. He dives into my nose. That's welcoming, because then I can pull him a little more. My lift vector is like 2 planes under you. Like a tiny bit under you.
Like my wing was about an inch from the ground on that one.
I need more turning room. There we go. Cut the burner! Cut the burner! There we go. I know you're gonna go up after this one. Oh, you're not? That's interesting.
I think I got lazy there.
Yeah, you should not stay in this 2 circle because you know, it's my 2-circle.
Okay, so reverse into the 1 circle like this, you mean?
Either that was pretty.
Yeah, you got me still up. You're gonna bring your nose in on me here.
Let's just let go of it.
Ouch! I think I'm missing parts. She's not responding. Yeah, I'm done.
Captain, did you watch it?
Yeah.
Where do you think he screwed up? Like at the, towards the end. What was the thing?
I feel like when you cut across the bottom to get angles on him, he should have responded somehow. Either bend back up into the vertical or come back into you if he has the speed.
Yeah. I think he should have gone to my high 6 and maintained that position. Basically, what I gained on angles, he should have made good on altitude back. Because we all play with, if you have 2 hands and each finger is a BFM variable, one is speed, one is angle, one is altitude, one is turning room, one is I don't know what, right? So, and everyone has the same cards in his hand. So the other guy has this card better, stronger, then the other guy plays this card stronger. You know what I mean? So it's like those variables, recognizing them and playing them out against each other.
Yeah, because you mentioned something about me going to your high 6, and then I didn't. I'm not sure I'm following there.
Was that a bad explanation, Captain?
No, I think that works. And basically, if you get something, you have to respond, right? Whatever you can't do the same thing.
Yeah. But we are both playing with the same variables, right? We cannot cheat around that. I mean, either it's speed, altitude, angles, turning room, something. You know. And if the other is making good on this, you have to compensate on that, or buy back on this if he loses on that. So.
Okay.
You guys go. You fly great, Sandman. I mean, that's not bullshit. It's just fine shit. It's just the finesse, how the tricky parts,
experience. Yeah. You just gotta, take
I mean, he's like from the books, no mistakes, right? But it's just the psychological things and the decision points. Like maybe it's the track IR, maybe it's the VR, something else, maybe what throws him off. I don't know. But he's flying circles. Not he. You're here. You're flying circles. So try X. Try collapsing, expanding. Try making it more dynamic. Because if you fly circles, then you become readable, predictable. If that makes sense. But if you complicate the geometry in expansion, contraction, and 3-dimensional, then it's difficult to judge what your intention is and your ability is. At the end of the day, we're doing 2 things. We're trying to exploit intention and ability. Given, we can read it. Right now, Captain is sitting in a safe pocket, like he has enough speed to cruise around and wait for any mistakes you do, right? He's basically playing the energy, save my energy and see what's happening card right now.
So then to counter that, I want to just obviously not get too greedy, not run mine out.
No. You can either play that game with him and be more patient and more precise. Or, if you can, provoke him into mistakes. But that's from this position very difficult. Because you're both committed.
I'm easily provoked.
Yeah. Two circles and rolling scissors are commitments. That means you're committed to the situation. There is not much flexibility left, aside of nuances. Like a little unload, little nose down, little nose up, little pull, little unload, right? So there is not much left to play with. And that's basically what's happening right now in a 2-circle, which I avoid like crazy because I don't want to fly 5 minutes in a circle.
I do hate that too, but my flying style does tend to drive me into them because I don't like to take the head-on shots. I don't like to go the 1 circles. I like to go for a guy's control zone and for a tracking guns kill, and that tends to end up with me in 2 circles, I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You haven't found a way to get there without doing that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's 2-dimensional. That's why. And same plane of motion as well. But that's important. This kind of flying, this kind of understanding is the most important. Like, his nose is going up. What does that mean? He's bleeding speed. And giving up rate. His nose coming down. What does that mean? He's gaining speed and losing rate.
He's getting God's G, yeah.
So what you do in synchronization, in harmonization, time to that? That's the question.
So do I follow him or do I
well, if he's going for altitude, remember the cards in your hand? Either you go for altitude 2 or you stay a little lower than him and go for more speed, which you can later press harder. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm finding if I carry a little bit of speed in the bank in the Viper, I have a lot of trouble cashing it in because I end up with the blackout becoming an issue.
Yeah. I mean, what you guys doing right now, like 2 circling for, I don't know, 3 minutes at 7 Gs, good luck in real.
Oh yeah, your neck could be screwed.
Yeah, you're not gonna do that. Oh, you're like, I don't know, looking very white in your face. Yeah, I have to be careful with nose down and overspeed though. But speed is always good. So I have a question. Think about your lift vector also, where your lift vector is placed. Is it placed on him?
Usually, unless I'm trying to go out of plane for a specific reason.
Right. I can tell you I can tell you a formula which you may have never heard in your life. Keeping the lift vector on the target is the biggest BFM error you can do.
Oh yeah?
Unless it's a tracking shot for the solution. Yeah, either your lift vector is above his high wing or under his low wing. Right? Why?
But it should be in the same plane as him, right? But not necessarily up in him.
Yeah, exactly. In the same plane or in the same palm, but not directly on him. And the reason why is, look, he's climbing for altitude. You can either gain speed and then climb up, or unload, open the circle, and press back with more Gs, more rate, instantaneous rate. Your corner velocity is the optimal sustained rate, right? 7 Gs, let's say. I make it up, or 6, whatever. But if you want to bite instantaneous, you need that speed above corner velocity. So if a 400 is your magic number to keep it, 450 is good to press it, right? But if you don't have 450, if you haven't, you know, in the right time, if you haven't bought that extra 50 knots, you cannot press it down. If you press it down from 400 down to 350, then you're losing rate ability, and over time you lose the circle. Make sense?
I think so, yeah.
Good.
Getting quite a bit of lag here too. He's jumping around.
Really?
It's not making a difference in the fight, but I'm seeing him jumping.
Stable for me though. Now he's gaining on you. You have to come up with defensives. Yeah, he was much more patient. You tried to gain, and he was just waiting out. He's flying too much with Bano. I can tell.
Flying too much what?
He's training too much with Bano because that's Bano style. Waiting it out.
Oh, I'm out of fuel. No.
Good try.
Me too.
Go again.
It's just as you get the shot opportunity, you always run out of gas, eh?
One circles, don't be afraid of one circles. They're not necessarily head-ons. You can always avoid head-ons early before you ever know. by big lateral separation, or you can even exploit if someone trying to shoot you head on. How, you will see.
I'm trying to learn tactics, especially like the paddle pulling Hornet guys that try to, you know, one circle with that really tiny radius that they can pull, and
yeah.
I usually try to just stay outside of that radius and then not let them get their nose on, and then keep my energy up. But
if the Hornets guy would fly the Hornet more smart, they would be not killable. But they're pulling this too much just because they can.
I am much better in the Hornet than I am in the Viper, and this is why I want to get better in the Viper here.
You're good in the Viper, you're good in everything. Oh,
Let's just
mixing it up.
Look, shit.
You blacked out?
Yeah, I blacked.
How the fuck does
reset?
blackout? Yeah, reset, fuck that. What's your field of view? In numbers?
I
No,
don't know. I'm using a Reverb D2, whatever that is, 100
Maybe.
degrees or something.
No, it must be less.
It's about 90.
What's
a
your
little
IP?
lower than 90.
What's your IPD number in the settings? That's your field of view, actually.
I don't have forced IPD check to have it turned off.
That number in DCS, which is called force IPD, it has nothing to do with IPD eye distance. Nothing. It is actually the FOV value. They named it wrong, Russians.
Yeah, and it's like it's room scale. Like I played with it when we talked the other day. I ended up with like a giant jet or a tiny jet, but it's a checkbox where you can turn it off completely, and I just have it turned off completely.
What was your speed on that merge that you blacked out?
Too fast, 550.
No, that's okay. For that altitude, that's great. You just pulled too much.
I think you just pulled too much, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
pulled too much. For 14,000 feet, 550 is a good thing to start with. $550.
Oh damn it! I lost sight. Doesn't help either.
Low right. Same altitude now. He's flaring. Right side.
You see me? I'm flaring.
Got him.
Now coming over to 6. Okay. Well, vertical 2 scissors. Okay, at high
whoa.
altitude.
I just got an FPS dip for a second. It's weird.
Guys, I don't know. The server should be stable as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably some background. I'm also compiling some files, so maybe it's that.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, you cannot compile files and fly in the same time, and that's a given.
FPS isn't too bad. It was pretty bad in Mobetas.
Well, why you don't do that?
A little better. As long as it's smooth, I can fly. You forget I come from the Quest 2, 17 FPS.
But you're using VR and you're compiling files in the background. You have big balls, man. Or your PC is like super strong.
Medical condition. No, I just have a medical condition that makes my balls too big.
Do they ring if you jerk? Huh? Do they ring if you jerk? Like dong 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 dong?
No, man, they're just like red, like Rudolph's nose,
Okay. Yeah. He bled, and now he's going for speed. And before you get speed back, buy your angles back. Don't be lazy, that man. He bled off, all right? And after the bleeding off, he goes back for a little bit more speed. A little time window of 3 seconds, 4 seconds, right? Where he goes for speed. That's where you go for angles, because he is busy opening up the circle for speed. Get it?
I think so.
Yeah. When he is going for angles, when he's buying energy, when he's spending energy, when he's buying energy, when he's spending energy.
So but if I go for angles there, I'm burning energy too, right? And I'm gonna have to get that energy back at some point as well.
If you fly ideal sustained turn rate, then you're turning best turn rate. If you pull more, then you're bleeding off. You go for angles, right? And in order to keep the best sustained rate, you have to unload to get back to that ideal speed. So you're opening the circle or the turn or the radius. Basically, you're unloading, right? And every time the other guy is unloading, breathing, you are pressing. Consider you have the energy to do so, though.
Oh, I think I'm chasing your shadow.
Oh no, that's my chance. I don't get the Viper Pipper sometimes.
He isn't easy to get. Oh, ground. He isn't easy to get either, though, right?
Oh no, he's flying pretty well.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm great at staying alive in the Viper. I'm bad at killing other people in the Viper.
It will come. So far, great. You don't feel the jet yet. Maybe that's it. Jink! Fucking hell. I have to yell. Fuck, that was close. Yeah, now you can go creative.
And I lost him. No, there he is. Nope, not gonna reverse here. Unload for knots. Oh, I jinked it, but not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, I think sometimes when I make a move, you have to respond to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm not describing it right.
His problem is he's not really confident in the jet yet. So what he does is adapting by the book, and he does it great, right? But it doesn't get him to the result he wants to get at. You know what I mean? It's like an adaptive flying more than a. The choreography is not dictated by him.
Yeah, I think that's right. You're letting me take the initiative, and you're not taking it back.
Yeah,
yes,
I think you're absolutely right. Can we try a couple in the Hornet? And I do feel better in the Hornet. I feel like my BFM is more sloppy in the Hornet, but I feel like I do better. So I'm curious to see what you guys think.
Sure.
Anything.
Hornet might be more AS's thing, though. I don't fly too much.
It doesn't matter. What I wanted to say, though, you know, if two really good pilots fly, or two equally skilled pilots fly, usually the time where you get the other one is mostly if he is either surprised by that attack, like, oh, I didn't see that coming, or that move, right? Or if he cannot do anything about it anymore, like he's too slow to jink, or he's hanging in the sky, or he's right in front of it, something like this. Both situations you have to create those situations, because he's as good as you are, right? So you can turn forever until you gas out, or you try to create this situation where he's either surprised, or he cannot do anything about it anymore. And that's the difficult part. That's the difficult part about all this shit.
I mean, that's why I'm struggling against guys like Iceman, because they just fly so good and don't make mistakes.
Iceman makes a lot of mistakes, tons of, but he is very more dynamic than you and very more aggressive than you.
I lost you again.
Yeah, I lost you too.
Much more reverse than anything.
Across the turn circle. Just look across the turn circle. We're neutral.
I'll admit, I usually cheat and have the
labels.
The label on in the server, but
okay,
that's VR limitation. Can't see very well.
Okay. But you're losing it because of clarity, or you're looking away in the wrong time?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because you can look away from a bandit. No problem. If you look back, you will see him again. At
and that's
those
usually
moments.
Usually in the merge, I look where I expect him to be, and sometimes if he does something I don't expect him to be, he's not there too.
I tell you why this is happening, because you're closing way too much to him. You're merging too close to him.
Oh
yeah?
He's going to deny him turning room, right?
But if you deny him turning room,
works both ways.
Yeah, you denying yourself as well turning room, right?
Yeah.
Duh. And he can reverse under your belly, and then you're surprised. Like what I said, you get an equally skilled pilot new by surprise, or by he can't do anything about it, you know? So keeping a little bit of flight path separation, a little bubble, as Mobo calls it, is always a good idea. Like turn in, and just the post-merge moment where he passes you, those 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds are the most important, because then the other guy shows you what he wants to do, his game plan. And if you miss that, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I always look right away to see, are we 1 circle, are we 2 circle, is he vertical, is he going low?
Yeah. The initial merging speed difference is already a hint if it's a 2 circle or 1 circle intention of the bandit. Right? If he is slower than you, it might be a 1 circle. But never lose the bandit after the merge, the post seconds, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to scan him, like what do you want to do? What are you doing? Are you braking, slowing down, going up? What's happening here? Oops, ground. That's pretty equal.
Yeah, it's about neutral.
Sandman, are you using pedal? Yes, I guess, right?
Yeah, I have pedals.
Okay, good.
Oh, paddle? No, I don't use a paddle.
Don't?
No.
Yeah, then Captain, don't use it.
I don't actually know how to fly without it, but I'll try. I mean, I only fly the 18 for tournaments. That's the only time I ever fly it. So.
Yeah, just unclick it and no, don't shoot now, please not, because it's a pedal shot. I can see you.
That was not a pedal shot.
It was 9 Gs.
I don't know. I didn't pull the paddle. It's on my pinky.
Yeah, because you already pulled it, so you have to unload, so the jet resets again, right? So.
Okay. Is that better now? Is that fixed now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's fixed.
Like, I don't know the Hornet.
We're very well known after the recent Discord debate.
Yeah. Your limiter is back on 7.5. Nose down 8 maybe.
Yeah, you can overshoot a bit, but yeah 8's about the most you're gonna get.
If we train in the 18, we have to make it clear from the beginning: is the pedal a legal thing or is it not? Because otherwise, it makes no sense.
Yeah, a couple times when I've been against somebody who uses it, I have used it, and it throws me off my game plan because I'm not used to it.
In order to use the pedal, you have to have like really good speed to bleed it rapidly off. I mean, if you use the pedal and pull like a crazy motherfucker with 400, 350 knots, you're down to 250 and then you're fucking stuck in the air. So, Without pedal, it's also cool because you have to modulate the throttle much more. You cannot bleed it off, right?
Yeah, and the Hornet doesn't come out of burner and go back into burner as quickly as the Viper does.
Yeah, good point.
So it's harder to do that even still.
Yeah, good point. Oh, Captain, that's getting to nowhere. Yeah. I recognize them. Recognize it early and reset early before you can shoot. Right.
How am I supposed to split S without a paddle? I don't know how to do this.
Cut the burners and keep the air brakes pressed and hold because they retract with a high alpha. And get out of. He's in gun range. West. Oh fucking hell! Scary just looking at.
Calm down, yes. I'm young. I got the fast reflexes, you know.
Yeah, but I have to look this disaster and scare myself. Oh, nice. You rolled them in. Left vector placement. Ah, too late.
You guys ever get that when you're like, you get that wing wagging when you pull hard and the FCS just seems to go into like funky chicken mode?
Oh, when the Hornet shakes? Fuck, I hate that.
Yeah,
it makes me so dizzy in VR. It's the one thing in VR that I can't do, like the Hornet shakes.
I'm still a fan of if you really want to train.
I think I flamed out.
Yeah, I hit you, and your engines are on fire.
I'm still a big fan of this one thing. If you really want to train and not fucking measure dick size, right? Fly with smoke pods on to see the curves in the air, and in a complicated situation, just hit the pause button and discuss it together. Right? What I did wrong or what I'm doing wrong here. What you see, what I see, you know?
Do you have anything with smoke pods on here?
No, but I can make it.
Yeah. I think event, yeah. You could add those.
Oh, just as I ran out of gas.
You want to take the Hornet fight AS?
Sure.
I don't want to ruin my limited Hornet sense by not pulling the paddle. I need it for tournaments. It's the only playing.
I fly the Hornet only without pedal if I fly versus Smokey. Because
he's very
he's very adamant about it.
That gentleman is religious about not using it, so I respect it.
I don't use it, but that's a personal choice. And if other guys want to use it, fine. I'd actually take great satisfaction in killing them when they're using it and I'm not. But
I'm good to go. What?
Okay. I'm in.
The Hornet. Fucking Alpha Jets.
Right.
Yoo-hoo, I know how to put my RW on my MFT now. Yeah. The good thing about this map is there are no missiles. No one can kill you with missiles.
Can they land, go rearm, and then come after you?
I don't think there's a runway anywhere.
Yeah, we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, aren't we?
It must be out of 10 miles. My vertical scan is not picking it up. Come on. Now it does. There we go.
Yeah, I went to acquisition. That's how I got you.
I really wish we could have this with a person.
Yeah, pretty much the same speed right now, I think.
Oh, I probably led that turn a little too much. I had to back off. One circle.
Now I'm moving to your high 6 and making you pull hard on intention. Ah, you hit it though. But what if you don't hit it?
Yeah, I don't like doing that. That's my least favorite game plan right there. If the other guy commits to it, I'll do it. But and now I'm just hanging, hanging.
Yeah, I wasn't going for you. I was going above you, right? Yeah.
Ah, shit. Yeah, so, what, committed too aggressively on that one, probably?
I merged, look, here's the thing about this match. If you remember, you merged here, and I was on your low right. Right?
Yeah.
In the merge. That little bit of altitude difference was intentionally, because I pull more aggressive up, and I can cut more the speed by going more up than you do, because I'm lower than you.
Yeah, so you've got more. You're creating more turning room there.
No, I can collapse the radius faster than you because my nose is pointing higher than yours.
Yeah,
because I'm coming from the bottom up. That vertical flight path separation is for that reason only. So, and then we pull into each other and we watch each other and sniff each other how much we pull. Are we pulling for the shot? Are we pulling for the continuation? Like we are, 3 seconds of judgment there. You pulled for a shot. You might have killed me though. Possible. I did not. I was pulling not into you. My lift vector was above you. Like I wanted to make you pull, but stay above. And
the funny thing is, that's the game plan I usually use against other guys.
Yeah, you see, and unload above, and then after he's bleeding off all of it, just for one attempt, he's out of cards, basically.
Yeah, and that's funny because that's usually what I do against other guys, and you sucked me right into my own my own game plan there.
All right, let's go. Yeah, I mean it's seconds sometimes, seconds.
I think maybe I let myself get distracted by messing up the merge turn a little bit there, because I led it a little bit too much, and I had to let off to avoid crossing your flight path in front of you. That led the turn just a little bit too much.
To be honest, to fly really great, you have to forget all emotions and just be one with the situation. I mean, it's hard to do sometimes, but 08, 09, so you're faster. But I'm already too fast. I'm at 450 at that altitude.
I'm at 452.
Okay, I buy it then. 460, 70, 80, 90, 500 merge. I'm making a 2-circle merge on purpose. I turned in a little earlier, now I'm unloading. You see? I'm unloading, and you keep turning. And now I go with that 3 seconds of extra energy, vertical to the high 6. I know you will unload and come back up, so I be careful with my energy. I put my nose down to gain back on the turning velocity of the corner velocity speed. I let you climb now while I'm unloading. And now where you're on the top, right? You're on the top of it. You're on the top of it. I cut the burner and pull all G's possible without the pedal. This pedal, it would be really nice, but I don't have a pedal, so here we go. There we go. Okay, you're coming for the shot, I avoided.
Yeah, I was gonna pull for a shot, but I had to let off.
Yeah.
Didn't quite have it.
Now, if you're stuck in that situation, I would just cut across the bottom to try to get another shot, because you're already slow. You're gonna lose this.
Yeah, good point.
Might as well cash in a bit more, and then just try to get the.
He's slicing down for speed. I'm trying to slice with him, but I try to stay a little bit above him, just a little bit. Right, just a little bit, because that little bit altitude is helping.
Because when you put nose on, sometimes people make mistakes.
He made a high yo-yo. That's what I'm slicing now. On the slicing helps me.
You psych them out. They jink for a shot that may not be coming.
Yeah, and you don't really lose much from that position.
There we go. Look my bank angle. Look your bank angle. Look the dive
you're
rate.
overbanking a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think your lift vector might be a little too much in lead here. Well, I guess you're getting close to the deck. It's okay.
Yeah, what I'm thinking right now, I'm not going about angles. I'm just going about resolving against the deck. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. At this stage, you should be thinking deck transition.
Yeah.
Yep. So looking for your sustained turn rate
and position. Don't forget, position is very important.
And not hitting the ground.
Okay. I have a little window to bite the little angles because I gain angles a little earlier back. Okay, that's a turn circle which is offset, right? Basically, our 2 circles are completely offset. If I continue doing that, we end up in a head-on. That's why I'm not doing it, right?
So you're extending the reset.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can counter that by just up and slicing back on that return leg, right? You offset as well.
Now I'm trying to work the 6th position control zone vertically, and I have to be careful that I have the energy because you will go up and come. Yeah. Question is how hard you come up. Yeah, that's what I need to know. Like the collapse of your radius here. Okay, you unload up. Gives me time to make it horizontal again. Yeah, here we go. Here's a little shot opportunity for you. Yeah. Oh, I was close. Without pedal, I even overspeed myself. I'm also not used to fly without it, but I'm getting used to it. I have to extend. I overspeeded my turn. Not modulated my throttle because I couldn't pull up my energy. Too much energy.
Yeah, I find it hard to do that in the Hornet because, like I say, it doesn't come out of burner right away.
Yeah, with pedal you just pull and bleed it off. Without pedal you don't have that luxury, right?
Yeah, I find in the Hornet you got to be you got to plan ahead with your throttle.
Yeah, very much. Without pedal you have to plan ahead. So now I try something. Let's see how that works. I'm climbing on purpose, watching you. So, Captain watches. This is cheesy, but it works. He's climbing, right? But I'm descending. That means I gain a little bit more distance. Accelerating to the maximum point.
I was expecting you to force an overshoot there, so I pulled out a burner.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of guys that do. So
now I gain so much turning room that I can really make a new game out of it.
I mean, don't try that on Mobetas. You'll get a Fox 2 up your ass.
Yeah.
Especially in the 16 for sure.
See how much lag pursuit he does? A really big lag pursuit that allows
I'm
me
on the G limiter right now. That's why.
That allows me to go one circle here, right? Like to reverse it to one circle. Yeah. And now rolling scissors, forward velocity, rolling scissors. Come back up, stern conversion. That means prepared right into the flat pass and kill them.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I was a paddle puller, I could have done more with that, but I was at 500. I was too fast. I pulled out a burner, and I was still trying to get slow.
I think.
Yeah, I think so. I was at idle. I didn't pull the brakes, and I was on the G limiter. I was at 7.5 G, and I flew through your turn circle.
It's not easy, to be honest. I mean, if you keep the jet slow, like in the high alpha area and a little bit corner velocity area all the times, the 18 is fucking amazing. But it's so easy to overspeed, especially nose down. Fucking hell, you cannot. You're like, oh, I have 450, right? So cool. I pull. No, it's not bleeding off. It's keeping 430, 420 with 7.5 Gs.
Anything above 360 level on the deck, and you're accelerating at full on the G limiter.
And that's why I don't buy that in a BFM situation, pilots wouldn't go about 7.5 Gs. Come on, every fucking jet on the planet pulls over 7.5 Gs. And the strongest plane ever built is not allowed to go over 7.5 Gs clean. No.
Are you doing a Mirage, are you?
That's right, 9 Gs. I love my 9 G.
All right, I'm going to take a 16 against you here.
16 was it? No, don't do that.
Yeah, I'll take Viper.
Don't jump deck today.
Okay. Yeah, I only got time for a couple more here, so I'm going to do a couple more in the 16 if you don't mind, and then...
Sure.
Did come here to try to get better in the 16, so... And I realize I'm not as good in the Hornet as I thought I was.
Listen, the 16, as strange as it sounds, is an angle fighter. Which can do energy as well, not the other way around.
Oh yeah? I always thought of it as a...
Oh yeah.
I wonder if it'll get better that way with the new G on set if it ever shows up.
Yeah, I mean, you never pull 9 Gs. You never would pull 9 Gs, 8 Gs like instantly ever, and not even in real. I mean, come on, you don't want to kill yourself. That's what I like about it. You can fly realistic Gs and survive with that. You don't have to go. You don't have to go spaceship Star Wars Gs on this. You can't even. It's a good part.
9 Gs all day, baby.
Yeah, sure.
If you're not blackout, you're not doing it right.
I want to see your balls of steel at 9 times the weight.
Dude, 1.1 Gs and my heart will explode, and I'll instantly die.
So what's going on here? Oh, nice. 90 degrees. 90 degrees off plane of motion. Completely tilted circles. Let's see if they equal out. Nice. Yeah, the deck levels everything out. And we are back to two-dimensional.
Deck is the great equalizer.
The great equalizer. Someone feels threatened. Nice displacement. Nice, Captain. Very early. Very early. Either you commit or you don't. Do you have escape window? Do you? Do you? Do you?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah, you have. You can go vertical hiving. Yeah. Before he bites
He
back
might
at-
have a shot here, but
No, no, no,
actually,
no.
no.
I don't have the energy for a shot here.
No, he doesn't. You can see in the motion around the ground, the speed is not enough. But he has a little bit of 10 degrees on you, maybe? Okay, equal now.
I'm trying to bite it back here.
Equal now.
I was just waiting for him to sort of level out so I could get more leverage on him.
Yeah. Oh, you have... Yeah. It's neutral, but the turn circles are little displaced, not much. So it means if the speeds increase, the circles will expand from each other and the head-on will be more likely if the speeds increase of both. Because then the pull-in is, Time to think about what just happened, Sandman. The next time it will kill you. See? So don't give him a third time to do it. Do something else. Go to Africa. Go to
losing views you're talking about?
Yeah, go to Africa. Come back before you. You're giving him 3 opportunities instead of just 1. Oh, nice.
I'm not sure. I think that was a mistake.
Well, he's trying to get you into a scissor though. Trying to neutralize it in the roller.
Way too much turning room for me to just do this.
Yeah. Sandman, if you're in a fucked up situation, yeah, now you start running. See, now it's too late. You should have done this way earlier. The reason why, don't shoot please, Captain, so that I can explain. The reason why, right? If you extend early, before he finishes a 160 turn, 160 degrees or half a turn, it takes 10-12 seconds. In that 10-12 seconds, you're 1.5 mile away. So if you recognize the problem early, you can solve it good. If you recognize it late, there is no time to solve it. Oh, nice move! Fucking hell! Classic.
Got a little lucky with that one because when I went vertical, I could have given him an over-the-top shot. If he'd seen me pull,
yeah, he would have gone. He would have
done it.
Yeah, he would have gone upper, right? Oh, that was beautiful because the vertical bled you off so much. Jake. Nice fight, man. Yeah, this is Iceman Fred. He does that all the time. And he does it good.
Yeah, he beats me every
loves his
time.
rollers.
Huh?
There's a couple other guys too, and I kind of almost get the impression it's Iceman in a different name that do it really well too.
Is it Stray Dog?
No, random names I've never seen before.
Giggles all on stream, by the way. I never changed my name on the server. Beta Meta has forbidden me to change my name ever. I have 2 names. My name streaming, my name not streaming.
Yeah, I had a feel. Good fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great
good
fight.
fight, thanks.
That was a great fight. I mean, you boxed yourself out of this really, really good. I mean, you were in fucking troubles. He was, wasn't he?
Yeah. He did the overshoot well.
Oh, thanks. One more, I think, and then I gotta go here, and then I'll spend some time
you wanna
viewing
take it,
this
eh?
after dinner.
What, me one?
Go for
Okay,
it.
I take the 16. Alright. Let's dance. They say respect every enemy, regardless how good he is. That's true.
Oh, I have been killed by so many guys that are just obviously terrible, but they get a lucky shot, or you know, they're flying a 14 or an 18 with that nose authority, and they manage to get it right.
Yeah, let's do a little BMS style. There we go. Come on.
I never did multiplayer BMS. I only ever played that one single player years ago.
You should install it again.
Next patch will have VR right here.
No way. They've always been anti-VR.
It's supposedly already in development.
That's why I didn't, or that's why I stopped playing it, because they didn't have VR. That'll be awesome. That'll be really good.
And for some reason, the graphics in that game look better than DCS. Less cartoony. The colors
How's
are
performance, I wonder?
It can't be worse than DCS.
Yeah, right?
I'm not sure if that is gonna hurt you, but I try.
Well, it's hurting as I pull 9G underneath. Or,
You see how I'm to the side? You see that? That's how you avoid head-ons.
yeah, I aimed for behind you anyway. I wasn't going to take a head on there.
Yeah, that's what a good BFM guy actually does. He goes lag pursuit, and you exploit that if he does it too big. Like if his lag pursuit entry is too much, too big, then it's turning room for you either for reversal, right?
Yeah.
So you have to look, is he coming lead for the shot or lag? And if lag, how much lag? Is it a shitty lag for you, or is it a very expanded lag with a lot of turning room for new geometrical options? So I'm not pulling. I don't give a shit about angles right now. I want that speed. Here we go.
Or you're still eating up angles. Sandman, you need to overbank your lift vector there.
See that conversion? Yeah, this is what's happening. If it results on the deck, you wanna gain corner velocity plus extra as soon as possible.
Yeah. I was just under 400. I wasn't able to quite get it all.
Yeah. That's why I said I give a shit.
100 is fine in the Viper.
That was the moment where I said I give a shit about angles. I want my speed. I get my angles later back. That was the moment.
But you were still gaining angles because your lift vector was in lead, and there was no response.
No, but maybe he didn't recognize it.
Yeah. So when AS does that, you have to respond somehow.
You have to do something. You have the 5 cards in the hand, right? Play one versus other. Oh, that's good. I go with that, but I stay on deck. If you engage, you hit the ground. Or you make this, yeah. Which I also prefer. It's all good. No one will hit no one. Question is, can you reverse and shoot me? No, you can't. So I'm going to the side, not to his nose. If I go to his nose, he has a shot. I don't like my speed much, but gravity helps. Especially if I can roll inside.
It's engaging respond.
Yeah, roll rate is angle sometimes,
So,
right?
like, what do I do there to respond, though? I'm not even sure what to do.
You can, if you have altitude and speed, lift vector, bank that towards the ground, cut back.
That's
angular
that's
gain.
dangerous what you're doing.
But if you don't have the speed,
unload for a brief second, take it back up.
You know what I'm doing now? I'm cutting my burner. So I don't end up above him and he shoots me from below. Look at this beautiful fight. How much altitude we have? 4,000 feet. But that's not ground radar. Constraining, yeah, constraining. Push roll. Move to the side, move to the leg, move to the tail side. Move to that place where he can put the nose most difficult, tail side. Keep altitude if you can. Measure the vertical. Yeah, measure that one exactly. A little speed left to pull out of his left vector. Nice displacement. But here comes the right rudder. You are close, go closer, they say. Beautiful. Very pretty. Now what do we do now? Continue this? Continue this. The shot won't come, but the question is, yeah, here, what do I do here? I have to stay to the rear side of him for safety and resolve deck again. Amazing fight. Now I don't even compete because he already won it, right? See, that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even try because I already know that's yours.
So you
I
just
think
explained away.
that one you had it. Yes, I feel like if you continue.
No. It was just.
He was slow. You were already winning the race.
But you don't know how slow I was.
I can see your speed.
So
On spectators.
he's a little faster. He has to slow down. He has to slow down more than I do. Okay, unload, and now go up. Here we go. Here we go. Running out of gas very soon though. Unload. Watch altitude. Now I do something what I usually don't do often. Hit the brakes.
And he'll fly right by.
Make an anchor over the top. There you go. Move to the tail side. Cut the burner and tail whip. But
And there's the gas. I'm out of gas.
I'll meet you very soon. I have like 180 left though.
Just enough. No, he didn't shoot.
I didn't shoot. You're out of gas. Don't kill dead bodies.
Well, this was good, guys.
That was beautiful.
Well, thank you. I'm at that point, I feel like, where it's so hard, like, you measure success in very, very small improvements at this point, eh?
How long you do this?
Multiplayer, a couple years maybe.
And how often or how long do you fly with pilots who are really like older, more experienced, like? Because that's the thing, you know. I mean, you can kill everyone out there on the server, but if you come up to the older guys, then things change.
Yeah, so typically I just kind of go up against, because I kind of just do it for fun, right? So I jump on, I go up against whoever's up, you know, against me in the server. 85-90% of the time, it's like whipping baby seals. But then 10% of the time, I get one of the really good guys, and that's when I started to realize, like, I can take it to the next level. And that's when I messaged you and said, like, hey, I'd like to you know, start going against some better guys, you know.
In Falcon, it's really easy for me because I know the Falcon environment so long that I know everyone, even in his style, to the point that I claim to know that just by watching a tech view without his name, I could tell who it is, because there are not many top aces out there in Falcon, maybe 10, 15 max, 10 I would say. In DCS I don't know anybody, but slowly